someone that's ever been in an abusive relationship? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, a couple of people.
No.
Yeah. Not really, but I've heard stories.
Okay, what really happened? I'd say it was a misunderstanding. Two couples talking about something and the wife started raising her voice and the husband is like, yo, I'm the man of the house. You don't need to raise your voice at me. One stuff led to another and he slapped her. I can't do anything. Not like this person is my sibling or anything. The only thing I felt pain, I felt bad, like no matter what, you don't need to raise your hand, like slapping her and all. It's not necessary.
A friend of mine's sister, she got married and they've been married for about 2 years and it has been one abuse to the next. In fact, she's had 3 miscarriages as a result of abuse. She has had to run away from the house, back to her parents' house. She had to be admitted at the clinic one time because of how terrible it was. And right now she's left the house and she's trying to process her divorce, but it's not exactly easy for her right now. So when I was told about it, at first when I heard about it, she was still with her husband. She didn't want to leave. So at that point, there wasn't anything I was going to do. But then I kept telling her brother, because I was closer to her brother, and so I kept telling him that he has to do something, because we've lost too many people to abuse. A lot of people have died as a result of this. And then finally, last month, he sent me a message and then told me that his sister has finally left the house. She ran away and that she's trying to get her divorce process going. So I did some research, spoke to a couple of my friends who are lawyers, found some NGOs that could help her, and then trying to get a lawyer to help her out.
Okay. So this happened to my friend's sister. She's married, so she was kind of disrespectful according to the story I heard. So the husband was kind of like being so hard on her and physically beating her and the rest. So that's it. But what I think personally is no matter, I know we ladies actually have problems with our mouth. It's a fault we have, but I just think no matter how disrespectful, I'm not actually supporting being disrespectful, but I'm just like saying no matter how disrespectful a woman can be or might be, it doesn't actually make it right for a man to actually beat her or do something violent. That's it.
Have I ever abused a woman in a relationship? No, I've not done that before, and I cannot do it because I have respect for women.
Never. I've not done that. I can't even try it because I love women and I like treating them right. No.
I have. Not really abusive, but yes, I have. What happened? I'd say I caused it. Remember I said a lady, you're arguing with your man and then you tend to raise your voice at him. Men, I think they have this tendency of, if you're talking to me, don't raise your voice, especially if they are not raising their voice at you. When you start raising your voice, it's as if you want to trample on their ego as a man, yeah? So at that moment, wise ones will just walk out. But the ones that want to prove that I'm a man, they will slap the living daylight out of you. I think I felt that. It wasn't a good experience though.
There are a number of reasons why it's difficult for women to leave abusive relationship, because most times the society is more concerned about keeping a marriage, the union marriage, as opposed to valuing a person's life and a person's happiness. So you hear things like, well, work on your marriage, don't leave your union for those small girls. And then aside from that, after the society, you find that a lot of times abuse starts psychologically and financially before it becomes physical. So these women do not know where to start from. How are they going to take care of themselves and the children? How are they going to move on with their lives? It can be a little bit difficult. And then even when they eventually leave the marriage, this man stalk them. Remember I mentioned a friend of mine. Well, the man says he sends her very threatening messages on Facebook, and he's trying to look for her to, so it can be very difficult for people to leave abusive relationship.
There are a lot of reasons, but I'll just give two. One is what people say, because that's one thing most people actually, they tend to value that more than what they actually want. They value what people will say about this, what people will say about that, than actually thinking of what is best for me as a person. So for that particular side, I'll say, okay, they're actually afraid of what people might say, and our mothers then do always advise, no matter what, try and keep your family together, no matter how difficult it is. They always bring this traditional levels kind of thing, but at the same time, yeah, it works for them, sha. The second reason is love. Why some women, they actually love their husband so dearly that they don't actually want to let what they've built for so many years to just like go down the drain. So
well, somehow, some relationship is complicating, and some is, let's say, is love, stupid love. What I mean stupid love, the person will be crazier, and if you do something that hurts, he or she might, if whenever the person think to leave, he will still reason the other sweet part. So that person will feel difficult to leave the relationship.
I'll say it's fear of what the society will say, because the society has they've tagged women as the builder of homes. Like, we are meant to build our homes, even if our husband, they are wrong, probably they cheated on us. All we need to do is pray. You understand? I can remember my mom telling me, Jane, forget it, you're a woman. You cannot, put yourself on the same level as a man. So things like that, when it happens, they don't just want to leave. Like, probably you build your world around this man, and then you're like, if I leave this relationship, where will I start from? Or probably you've given birth and like, I don't want my kids to grow up with different parents and stuff. I'm here, my husband is here. So I'll say fear of what society might say, and fear of to start all over.
Yes, it is. Because it's a vow. You have already made the vow. So marriage is for better and for worse. So you don't have to break the vow. You have to be patient. I think patience is the key.
That whole for better for worse thing, I don't believe it. Personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. For better or for worse does not mean you leave the marriage dead if I kill you. That is my personal opinion. I don't know about others. So I don't think it's a breaking of the marriage vows. There are grounds for divorce in the Bible. And honestly, I feel like if the Bible was written at this point in time, there are a lot of things that would have changed. My opinion.
Marriage, anything marriage. Before you marry, I think you're supposed to know, say, you and that person don't already banned that agreement, say, na do or die. So if the person decides to leave, I don't think that person keep on his word.
Yes. Okay, I'll explain. This is it. Marriage is for better, for worse, rich and for poor, in sickness and in health. In sickness and in health. It signifies that anything that happens, you are to stay.
no, it is not for me, because I saw something, and what I saw was for better for worse doesn't mean you should kill me. So to me, leaving it is not breaking the marriage vows at all, because it's better you come out from that relationship being alive than staying in that relationship ending up dead. So I would advise the lady to pray. Definitely, there's nothing God cannot do. Pray about it, try and fight for your marriage, but if it doesn't still work, please leave, because there's only someone that's alive that actually has a future.